Hey everybody, welcome back to day 2 of our 20 Days of Taekwondo Challenge. I'm TJ Jones with Vertical Journey Martial Arts. If you haven't joined us yet, I hope you're going to join in with us today. We're going to jump right into it today. So just like yesterday, we want to make sure that we're getting our bodies moving. So let's go ahead and put those elbows to our sides and rotate those wrists. We always want to make sure we're lubricating those joints before we start moving around. All right, a couple more times in this direction and moving around the other direction. I know yesterday's video was a little bit long, but I'm excited that we're going to jump right into our exercise today, so it won't have to be quite so long. All right, rotate those elbows just like we did yesterday. If you haven't done the video from yesterday, you can go back and try that one as well at some other time, but if there's no reason you can't do today's video just because you haven't done yesterday. All right, here we go. Around the other direction. Excellent. All right, from here we're going to put our hands on our hips and gently rotate that neck. Nice and slow here, don't get in a hurry. Our necks are surprisingly flexible, but they're not made to move quickly. Try going around the other direction. Excellent. All right, put those feet together and rotate those hips, just like you're spinning a hula hoop around. Excellent. All right, and going back the other direction. Here we go. Got to make sure we go both directions to warm up the muscles on both sides, both the pulling and the pushing muscles. All right, excellent. Bend those knees, put your hands on your knees. And we like to call this the hula knees in the little kids class. It always gives them a good laugh. So we move our knees around in a circle here, lubricating those knees, getting all those MCLs, ACLs, and all the other CLs lined up and ready to rock and roll. Go back the other direction. Want to make sure everything's stretched out and warmed up. Awesome. Okay, just like we did yesterday, you can go ahead and turn your feet out to the side. If you don't want to turn both feet out at the same time, don't worry about it. You can just turn out that one at a time and then the other one, but try to get those ankles stretched out. Excellent. And then to the inside, turn those ankles in. Awesome. Don't forget to be taking nice deep breaths during this portion. We want to make sure we're oxygenating our muscles because we're going to need that here in just a minute. Okay, great. Now let's go ahead and lift up on those toes and back down. Up on the toes and back down. Get those calf muscles ready to work with us. Awesome. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and stretch out a little bit. Put your feet double shoulder width apart. Reach up to the sky. As you do, I want you to take a big breath in. Oh, and stretch everything out. Oh, yeah, that feels good. I love doing exercises first thing in the morning because it always allows me to stretch everything out. Oh, now, we're going to exhale and reach down for the floor. Excellent. Try to keep your back as flat as possible. You don't want to curl in too much here. You want to keep your back flat so you're really getting that stretch in the lower back and in the hamstrings here. Just put those hands on the floor. And breathe. Let those muscles relax a little bit. All right, walk over to that right foot. Excellent. Don't forget to smile while you're working out. And back to the other side. Oh, and stretch down. Well done. Make sure that leg is nice and loose. We don't want to pull anything. We are going to be doing some kicking later on. So we want to make sure these legs are ready to move. Awesome. Go ahead and stand back up. Excellent. And time for our helicopters. Put those hands up in front of you, feet shoulder width apart, and turn and reach behind you. Let's get that spine ready to move. Slowly, slowly. Don't try to go as far as you can the very first time. You want to work your way into that long distance reach. And as you get better and better, you can start reaching around. Try not to let your knees turn in one direction or the other because we don't want to fold those in and end up damaging those knees. Just keep them nice and stable. Pivot from the upper body. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do today is some knee strikes. We're going to just simply be putting ourselves into a fighting stance here. One foot's going to be behind us, our toes are going to be aimed forward, and our hands are going to be up. From here, we're going to take our hands and stack our hands together. This is simulating grabbing onto our opponent or onto the bad guy, okay? And we're simply going to bring our back knee up, boom, and pull down with the hands at the same time. We want to try to bring the knee up at least to our belt level so that we're not reaching down with our hands here. We want to engage the core muscles, but also the quad as well, okay? Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. All right, let's switch over to the other side. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Okay. The next exercise we're going to be doing is what I like to call sumo steps. Generally, we do these in a linear fashion with our small students when we walk them down the floor and back. But what we're also going to do here in this particular case, because we're in a small area, is we're going to work our hips. We're going to use this opportunity to work both our hips and our balance. So we're going to drop into our great horse stance. Our toes are forward, our hips are open, and our knees are bent. Our hands are just going to come to our hips right here. What we're going to do is we're going to bring our left foot in. Now make a big circle, boom, and land back in that great horse stance. And then we'll switch to the other side. Up and over. Up and over. Back and forth. All right, here we go. Ready? We're going to do these for about a minute. Go. Make sure you're going down nice and low in that stance. Really working those glutes as you drop in and then push back out. Try not to push through your toes. You don't want to lean forward during this exercise. You want to land on the heel and push through the heel to come back up. If you find yourself walking backwards a little bit during this exercise, don't worry too much. Just recenter yourself and keep on going. Keeping those hands on the hips. You can turn your shoulders a little bit, but really focus on using the flexibility in your hips. Don't forget to breathe. You guys are doing a great job. So glad you're with me this morning. Here we go, other side. Awesome, got about 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Excellent job. All right, now that we're warmed up, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our strength portion of the training today. This is gonna be a pretty easy exercise. It's very simple. All you're gonna do is lay on one side. You're gonna prop yourself up on one elbow here, just like you're hanging out at the beach, all right? Watching the waves come in, and we're gonna put our legs down straight below us. Now, some of you may find that this is pretty difficult to begin with if you've never done it before, and you can bend your knees at a 90-degree angle and do it from here. But basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this hand up in front of our face to guard our body. Then we're gonna push on our feet and lift our hips up off the floor so that there's a big gap right here. We're lifting those hips up and practicing both our balance and our core strength. So we're gonna hold that for about 30 seconds. Ready? And up. And again, if you're struggling with this, don't feel too bad. Just go ahead and bend those knees and put your knees on the ground rather than going all the way to the feet. I also find that it's helpful to take my top foot and curve it downward so that I can really push in there and engage both legs in this strength exercise. 15 seconds. You also want to make sure that you're aligning this elbow directly underneath your shoulder. If it's way out here, you're going to have a lot of trouble holding this up, and it's really not great for your shoulder. And time. Excellent. Now we're going to switch over and do the other side. Doesn't matter which side you did first. Make sure you do both. All right? Making sure this elbow is directly under the shoulder and is guarding the face, and up. And we'll hold this for 30 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. A lot of times when people first start doing exercises like this, they forget that their muscles need oxygen, and so they'll hold their breath. And you'll see them getting all red in the face and they're straining really hard. But if you breathe, your muscles actually work a lot more efficiently. Almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Excellent job. All right, the next exercise we're going to do today is mule kicks. You can do these on the floor or you can do them standing up. Either way is fine. I'm going to do them on the floor today. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to look behind me. I'm going to lift the knee on the same shoulder. So if I'm going to kick with my right leg, I'm going to look over my right shoulder. I'm going to kick, boom, straight back and hold and down. I don't want to just flop my foot out there and bring it back. I want to try to hold it so I'm really engaging the glute in the lower back and hamstring in this exercise. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent job. Let's flip around and do the other side here. Here we go. Ready? And looking over the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Hold it and down. Excellent job. All right, since we're down here on the floor, we're going to finish with one more strength exercise. These are what we like to call plank taps. Now, if you can't do this all the way on your toes in this position, don't worry, just drop to those knees, lift your feet up off the floor. I like to cross my feet when I do this. Makes it a little bit easier for me to think about just my hands and not worry too much about my legs. But whatever works best for you is fine. I'm going to be doing this from a push-up position, and all I'm going to be doing is pushing down, or dropping down, sorry, and pushing back up, and then tapping one shoulder. Then I'll go down, up, and tap the other shoulder. So it's a pretty simple exercise. Let me turn so you can see it from the other direction. If you can't do the push-up in between, that's fine. All you do is just hold this position and tap, and tap, and tap. You can also do these on the wall if you need to, but I think most of you guys are going to be able to do this exercise either from the knees or from the full push-up position on the floor. All right, here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that chin up. 5, 6, 7, 8. You want your chest to come a couple inches from the floor. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And rest there. And we'll do 10 more. Ready? If you want to do the advanced version, you can either do these on your fingertips or in a knuckle push-up. Up we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just 3 more, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent job. All right, that's the end of our strength portion today. But now we get to our skills, right? We get to jump into those skills. So what's going to happen next is we're going to be doing front kicks alternated with side kicks. Now, if you don't know what those are, they're pretty simple. You're going to have your hands up. You're going to bring a knee up, extend out, bring it back and down. That's a front kick. And then a side kick simply comes up, kicks out to the side, and comes back. Don't worry too much about form on this. What we're really trying to do is get that movement and hip mobility here. So take your left leg and put it behind you. Hands are up. Now we're going to do a front kick. Boom. Tap it down, and then side kick, tap, front kick, down. Really working on that balance and hip mobility today. Here we go. Ready? 30 seconds of these. And go. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath whenever you kick. Let your body exhale. You can inhale as your foot goes down. Just a few more seconds. And time. Let's switch to do the other leg. Here we go. Ready? Right leg is back this time. Hands are up. And front kick. Tap. Side kick. And again. Boom. Bam. Boom. Bam. There we go. Keep up the good work. Don't forget to breathe. Work on maintaining that balance. About 15 seconds to go. You can do it. Keep pushing. If you're really advanced, you can do this without setting your foot down on the floor at all. And time. Excellent job. All right. For our next exercise today, we're going to be working on our basic blocks. So of course we're going to be in our great horse stance because we love this stance right here. It's very stable, helps to work all of the leg muscles. If we get kicked or if we get tripped or pushed, we want to make sure we have good stable musculature here in our knees and our ankles around our joints. So from the horse stance, our hands are going to be on our hips. We're going to start with the down block. We're just going to take one hand, lift it to our shoulder, and chop down right over the knee cap here. Ready? 1. Other side. 2, 3, 4. You can do this with a closed hand or an open hand. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Excellent job. Now let's do some outside blocks here. We're going to take this hand that we just blocked with, we're going to scoop some ice cream, boom, just like this. We want it to end just outside the line of our face. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check your stance. Make sure you haven't come up in that stance. Keep it nice and low. Inside blocks now, we're going to take our hand and put it in our ear. The other hand comes to our armpit. We're going to pull across, boom, and stop right in front of our face. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Last block we're going to do today is a high block. Don't come out of your stance. Don't rest. I know your legs are getting tired, but keep them in there. Here we go. A high block comes up, boom, and stops just in front of and above our forehead. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Exhale in those blocks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. All right, shake those legs out a little bit. We're going to finish up with one last thing. We're going to do some outside crescent kicks. So we're going to start in our fighting stance with your right leg back. All you're going to do is very similar to this exercise we did yesterday with our wobble walks. We're going to take this leg, we're going to kick it up and across, we're going to keep it straight, boom, and move it out to the outside. Now, the more advanced you are, the higher and closer to your body this becomes. If you're just starting, don't worry about trying to go high. Just keep it about waist level, and that's just fine. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent job. Left side. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, 10. Ayah! There we go. Excellent. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for day 2 of our 20 Days of Taekwondo Challenge. Look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Make sure to comment. Let me know your favorite exercise from today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.